This month, the most upvoted strategy on r/algotrading received over 4,000 upvotes. The post promised a high-probability setup using RSI divergence combined with EMA trend filtering. I ran it through all 8 of my robustness tests. Only 2 passed. Here's why the other 6 failed. The strategy is simple. When price makes a higher high, but RSI makes a lower high, that's bearish divergence. Sell. Combined with an EMA filter. Only short if price is below the 200 EMA. Only long if above. The Reddit user shared a backtest. 3 years on NASDAQ futures. 67% win rate. Profit factor 1.42. Maximum drawdown only 8%. It looks compelling. Until you look closer. Here's the framework I run every strategy through. 8 robustness tests. You've seen this scorecard before. Walk-forward validation. Monte Carlo simulation. Parameter neighborhood stability. Data drift resilience. Out-of-sample minimum trades. No repaint. No calendar or time-of-day filters. Locked parameters since inception. The original Reddit backtest was 3 years on NASDAQ only. I ran the same strategy through 6 years of data, plus all 8 tests. Watch what happens. Test 1. Walk-forward validation. I split the 6 years into 10 rolling in-sample and out-of-sample windows. The strategy held up in only 4 of 10 windows. Out-of-sample performance dropped on average 23%. Above the 15% threshold. Fail. Test 2. Monte Carlo simulation. 10,000 random reorderings of the trade sequence. How many simulated paths end positive? 63%. The threshold is 95%. Fail. Too many failure scenarios. Test 3. Parameter neighborhood. RSI of 14 works. RSI of 13, performance drops 23%. RSI of 15, drops 18%. Fail. Curve fit pixel. Test 4. Data drift resilience. I added 1% random noise to the price data. Performance flipped negative. Fail. Test 5. Out-of-sample minimum trades. Across the out-of-sample windows, total trade count was 1,112. Pass. Above the 500 minimum. Test 6. No repaint. RSI is a bar close indicator. Pass. Test 7. No calendar or time-of-day filters. The Reddit post used time filters. Only trade 9:30 to 11 a.m. Eastern. I tested with and without. With filters, positive returns. Without, negative. Fail. The edge depended on timing of day. Test 8. Locked parameters since inception. The Reddit poster admitted to retuning the parameters in 2024. Fail. Final score. 2 out of 8. 2 passes. 6 failures. This is the same strategy that received over 4,000 upvotes on Reddit. Hundreds of comments. Comments like, "Tried this, killing it," and "This is the Holy Grail." Not one of those comments mentioned out-of-sample testing. Not one mentioned parameter stability. Not one mentioned what happens when you remove the time-of-day filter. This is what curve fitting looks like in the wild. Here's what I want you to take from this. Win rate doesn't matter. Profit factor doesn't matter. Years of backtest doesn't matter. What matters is whether the strategy survives when you challenge it. The 8 tests aren't there to find profitable strategies. They're there to expose the ones that look profitable but aren't. If a strategy passes only 2 of 8, you don't trade it, even if Reddit upvotes it 4,000 times. Now, for transparency. Last episode, I showed you 3 strategies that survived my framework with 8 out of 8 scores: MNQ, M2K, and MES, the AlgoSentry robots. The Reddit strategy scored 2 of 8. Mine scored 8. That's the difference between something that looks profitable and something that survives. 24 pass results across 3 robots and 8 tests. 2,830 trades. 6 years. Hypothetical backtest. Past performance, not indicative of future results. 2 asks before I sign off. First, the 8-test checklist I just walked through is a free PDF. Link in the description. Run your favorite strategy through it. Tell me in the comments what it scores. Second, drop a strategy in the comments. Each week I pick one and audit it publicly on this channel. Next episode, I'm testing the second most upvoted r/algotrading post of the month. AlgoSentry. Methodology over promises. See you next week.